Right guys, well today I might try and take you for a trip along our local brook up to our local lake. It's not that far and it's quite a nice day. It's chilly but nice, so I will now show you and unveil the transport of choice today. So here we go. Let's see if I can get it out the shed. Right, well, we've got it out of the shed. I'll get back to you when we get along the road a bit. Right guys, this is one of the many redways that we have running around Milton Keynes. I'll show you the, you can catch that on the camera. But, right, now we take you down. And this is basically behind the housing estate. On my left, behind all these bushes, I won't bother trying to show you, it's only bushes, are allotments, big allotments, which are right behind my house, which is quite nice. As we come down, nice little redway. Trouble is this road. Thank you. And morning. Morning. This is where we come off the actual thing and off one redway and we go down to another. I'll show you something here. Brake sheet jumping on the scooter. See that? All this parkland, and there's hundreds of acres of it, is all run by the Parks Trust, and they do a fairly good job on it. It's a lot of ground. This is what they call a milepost. It's a millennium thing. They put it all up. I'll try and take you in a bit closer so you can see. Part of the National Cycle Network. There, Winslow 7 miles in the opposite direction to what we're going, and this is where we're going, Furzton Lake. As I say, not far, 1¼ miles. Down here is the brook, commonly known as our local brook. It has got a name but I don't know it. All the dog walkers are out in false. Right, let's get on. I'll just show you around. This is my means of transport, guys. It's the only way I can get around, and hence the name Scooter Rider. Good old girl. I've had her a few years now. Right, let's get started. Oh hello, one of the local walking clubs is coming towards us, so let's go. Oh no, they're turning off. Well, we got the dog walkers and everything, so all nice people down here. Morning. Ah, quite a good turnout this morning. Must be the doggy walk. Oh, sorry about that. Wrong button. Guided tour of the park. Morning. Morning. Now we follow this. This is all, I call it a red way. I don't know if it actually is a red way. It's all part of the cycle route. Route 51. I'll try and show you on the post. Route 51. It's a lovely morning. Most of the leaves are gone now off the trees, and look bare looking. Winter's here. The brook could do some tidying up. The actual brook is a balance. It runs into the lakes, which are all balancing lakes for Milton and other places. Morning. But I've been along here. There's kingfishers along here in the summer. Little egrets. Kingfishers are very difficult to see. As you can see, there's plenty of places to stop and have a cup of tea, which I stupidly forgot to make, but never mind, and always another day. As I say, it's part of the cycle network. Morning. Little bridges to cross over there. You see that? Quite good. The people that you saw walking are probably on a guided walk with the Parks Trust. They run lots of different things during the course of the year for all sorts of things, like dog walking groups, children's play groups. They bring them out into the countryside and show them what things are about. I personally went on a small survival course on one of their places that they've got in blimey, I can't remember the name of the place. So what, El Park Wood, I think it was. Was up there all day. It was a great day out actually. It was only 4 of us there, but it was good. Learning how to light fires and various stuff like that, which I thoroughly enjoyed. So anyway, there's been some damage with the winds, as you can see, trees down and everything. Right, we're coming up to here. This is just sort of not a lake, it's just a big pond actually. It's not very deep, but this is where I saw the kingfishers up here about 2 years ago, I think. Let's get out of the way, people coming round. Good morning. There's over the other side there's a bench where you sit. You've normally got loads of geese here. People come and feed them and all sorts of things. I call this the bandstand. I have no idea what it's for. Whether it's a meeting place or whatever. I'll have to look into it. I don't know quite what it's even named on the maps. But anyway, never mind. Right, here we go. We've got to cross another road now, and we'll see how we get on. Just coming up to it. Nothing that way. Nothing that way. Across the road. I'll show you. Coming up on the right hand side, there's like a big play park for the kids. In the summer this is very well used, as you can see. Oh, they're in there doing some maintenance work by the look of it. Oh, they've had to cut some trees down, it's a shame. Obviously the brook has been blocked up. They've had to cut it down. Big shame. Don't like to see trees cut. Man out with his blower. As you can see, it's quite a nice play park actually. Right, onward and upward. The brook still looks fairly full. We've had quite a bit of rain. It can flood. I not personally seen it flood, but it has been known to flood in various places. Some time ago, I don't know if you all remember, there was a game that people used to go out and play and used to find things on their phone. I've forgotten the name of what it was now. Another little bridge over there. And along this trail you used to get lots of little beasts who used to capture. And there was 2 or 3 places here that you'd often come along and find people just standing here with their phones, 4, 5, 6 people playing at the time. Used to be good fun in them days. Alright in the summer, not so good in the winter. Yeah, you can see how high the brook is at the moment. It shows up on camera. I don't know what that was, just flew in front of me. It was a little tiny black type of bird. I didn't actually, it wasn't a blackbird, it was way too small for that. 2 years ago, on them rushes on the other side, we had a swan's nest. Just come along here and you see about 6 or 7 cygnets when they hatched. Yeah, it's a good little spot. Plenty of wildlife down here if you want to just sit and watch and whatever. Another bench. Sit and have a cup of tea. I often think there must be places here where I could wild camp, but I've never yet found one. There must be them. Get further up, you'll see why. Now the road. I'll stop. Right, you can have what they call a trim trail. You've probably all seen them before. Well, this is our local one, run by the Parks Trust again. Under one of the main roads. Be careful here, as you can see the leaves are really over the other side of the brook where the camera's making that out. There's a horse bridleway, which there is several around this area. Must be great. I've never yet seen a horse on them since the years I've lived here, but they tell me they are used, and you often see the remains of the horses after they've walked by, but I've never seen one. Right, we're going over a little wooden bridge. Can hear what's name. Right, Furzton Lake is 1¼ miles, according to that signpost we just passed. Down we go. Oh, sirens have stopped. Park's not looking at its best, but I can assure you in the summer it's beautiful. That square patch you see there was a play park. It had swings and all sorts of stuff on it, but for some unknown reason they decided to take it all away. Don't know why, but never mind. Let's carry on. Surprised we haven't seen a squirrel. Another bench. Over the bridge. And we do a left here. Right guys, I'll get back to you shortly. Don't know whether the camera's picking it up. Right on the other bank, I don't know if you can see him, but there's a bird, one of the evil looking birds. Can you see him? He's looking around waiting to find his dinner, I would think. Yeah. Heron. They are evil looking birds up close. Well, in my opinion that is. I like birds, but the feather kind, of course, I'm talking about at the moment. But yeah, you can see him. He's going to stalk something. We'll leave him to get on with his whatever it is he's doing. Catch you later, guys. Alright, guys, we're getting close to the lake now, Furzton Lake. It's a little bit off there in the distance, and I will try and show you it. I can't actually get there with my scooter, so I'm going to have to try and walk along a little bit to show you the start of the lake. See if we can get parked up out the way and see what we can find. See, the brook is now getting rather full for this part as it enters Furzton Lake. Be a bit careful here. Oh, some of the ducks that live here, as you can see, all in the lake or in the brook leading up to the lake. Right, I'll park here and I'll try and walk you along to the actual lake. Here they all come, think they're going to get fed. Mallards. I think they're all mallards. There are other types. Not sure. Oh yeah, it's a mallard. I thought it was a tufted for a minute. Yeah, they're all coming over. But you can see, I can't go too much further, lads and guys and girls. But we'll get back to the chariot and I'll take you further around. And when I get to the actual start of the lake, well, this is the start of the lake, but I'll have to travel around a bit to get to the next bit where I want to film and show you. So my chariot awaits. And I'll get back to you in about 5 minutes or less. So I'll catch you in a minute. Bye. Right, this is one half of Furzton Lake. I've been told it's a good fishing point, this one. It's what I call the bottom half of the lake. I don't know if you can see much because of the sun, but it's quite a nice spot to fish. I'll zoom you in a little bit. I ain't got a lot more on this. Quite a pleasant spot now. Just seen a heron take off from the other side again. Now this bit that you can see here, if you can see it because of the sun, is the part of the lake that I showed you earlier, where you saw all the ducks and that feeds into this, which will feed into something else in a minute, which I will show you when I get there. Right guys, this is the approach to Furzton Lake. I think quite impressive, especially in the summer. Here you go. Hope the camera's doing it justice. This is Furzton Lake. There's the bridge down there that cuts the lake in half. Well, not half, but it separates the bottom lake from the top lake. This is quite a big place. It's they hold fishing competitions here quite regular. They have 24-hour carp fishing competitions, as I say, and I'll show you when I get there. But over the back there, if you can see the tree line, behind that is the National Bowl, where they have all concerts and all sorts of stuff there. God knows what it is, but it's one of the pieces of art that we have in Milton, Keynes, the Star. I'll show you. There's a signpost coming up, give me a better idea. I'll take you around and show you the lake as far as I can, batteries permitting. Right, here we have another one of those mileposts that I showed you earlier. City centre is 2 miles to the left, and Winslow is 8 1/4. So, right, good morning. Coming up to the steep hill. Now, I don't know, I may have to get off and push the trolley up there. I don't know, or to be seen. You can see him for miles, I would think. So I'm not going to say a lot going down here, guys, because I don't know if you can see it, but it's steep, very steep. So here we go. We're coming down very slowly. Trust me to get in everybody's way. And never mind. Right, down we go. Morning. Only problem I've got is I've got to go up again. You can see the lake. Here we go, up the hill, I hope. We're going up, we're going up. We're making it, I think we're going to make it. We're going to make it, yes. Oh, blimey, yes. Over on the right there, I'm showing you, that's a helicopter landing pad, and what happens when the big stars come here, you know, I don't know, we had Take That here the other week, I think, or something like that. I can't remember the name. But what happens is they bring them in by helicopter, they land there, and then they take them across the road, which is the actual bowl itself. And I'm not going there today. But when they have a big concert on, all this ground you can see here is absolutely swamped with people. They're picnicking, they can hear the music. It's so loud, it's unbelievable even from here. And there also in the bowl, plans have just been put forward in the last few weeks that the MK Dons, our League One football team, local football team, are going to put a training ground inside. Whether that will come off or not, I don't know. Plans have been put forward. There's various other things, several pitches and other bits and bobs all part of it. But yeah, we'll see if that comes to fruition. Right, I'll get back to you shortly, guys. Right, guys, we're a bit further around now. Now, the Parks Trust have decided to build a bird feeding station here. So, I'll try and get on there. It's the usual. No bread, please. Keynes. Right, we'll get off and we'll see what we can find. Now, there's a big old boy sitting on that fence. See how close we can get to him, shall we? Hello, mate. He's obviously not too worried. Don't know what he is. Yeah, smile for the camera. Oh yeah, you gonna smile for the camera? You're a big boy, ain't you, eh? You're not bothered. Can I touch you? Oh, look at that. He's actually let me go. He's gone now. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying. This is a view across the lake. I came in from over there. We came in, that's where the bridge separates it. They all think they're going to get fed. No such luck, guys. No such luck. Right. Only problem with the feeding station is the bird muck. It's, I don't know, make money out of it, I would think, the amount that's laying about. Right, back on the chariot and off we go. Right, we'll go over the bridge. Makes it a bit bumpy here. Morning. Don't know where that goes. Never have done. Oops. Morning. How about this, guys? How about this house coming up? Fancy that? Overlooking the lake. There's some nice houses here. Swans and cygnets. Coming out for the breakfast. Okay, well, this is the very far end of Furzton Lake, the far tip of it. We've been round the other side, we've come round the top, and now we're starting back along the other side. That's where we walked, that's where all the nice houses are. Very popular place for runners, this nice run round the lake, you know, especially after Christmas. Work it all off. All the seagulls are out, the ducks. I think someone might be feeding them along there. Got some nice houses on this side as well, but I don't think they're quite as nice as the other side. see the houses. Morning, alright. Ah yes, somebody feeding all the ducks. Good to see. The last remnants of the roses. Right, get back to you in a minute, guys. See if I can walk down here without falling over. I don't know if you're picking this up on the camera. Very close. Right, got to go back to the chariot, guys. Get back to you later. The island you can see in front of you with all the little wooden bits on it. They are wood, as far as I can make out. In the spring and early summer, there's lots of herons nesting on there. We've got another island further around, but it's quite well known as a heronry. So yeah, a little bit of interest, I suppose. And we'll persevere and move on. Onward and upward, as they say. I'm not quite sure. I don't know if the camera picked up the wooden structures on that island, but I'm not quite sure what they're for. Whether it's for the birds or not, I do not know. I know on Milton Lake, the big lake, there's an island, and they used to have goats on it. There used to be a herd of goats on there, but for some unknown reason they've stopped it. Took them all off now. They were there for years. Right, I'll get back to you shortly. Right, we're now coming up to the bridge that dissects the lake in two. We're going to get up to it now. It's a bit bumpy going over this bridge. Well, it makes my voice go queer. Well, it's always queer, but there you go. Let's see what I can show you. Right, here we go. You can see the silver thing in the distance. Here we go. I'll try and get on the smoothest part of the bridge. That's not too bad. There's the lake. Over there. To the right of the white buildings you possibly can see, there's another sort of orangey brick building, and that's a Premier Inn. And there's a pub there, and also, as I say, the inn, which is a nice spot. Move further along. Ouch, just hit my hand. Right, let's take you over the other side and show you. There's the other side of the lake, the second half. It's not often I see fishermen there. It's supposed to be quite good for fishing, but they've cut back a lot of the vegetation now, so you can see a lot more. So they may well have been camouflaged when I last came down here. Okay, back we go. We now start making our way back home, back to the chariot. Walking on this bridge is quite awkward because it's slippery for me. It don't take a lot for me. Right, I'll go around here. We're now starting our way back the way we came. Unfortunately, it doesn't make a circular route from my house to here and back. I must admit, it's one of my favourite spots around here. Very nice in the summer. It's not too bad at the moment. There's plenty of vegetation about still. Anyway, if something happens, I'll get back to you further along the trail. Ta-da.